Okay, hello everybody. Sometimes I just want to cut my hair off and I want to just go bald. That's not true. I like my hair, but I wouldn't want to go bald, but sometimes I say things I don't mean. Hi guys, my name is Dottie. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hello. Settle down. Find a good seat, because we're going to talk a lot and we're going to eat as we do, period. And you are welcome to anything you find here, and you may take it and you may run along with it, or you may just leave it here if you don't want to. It's completely fine. Today I'm going to be pulling tarot cards for you guys. I also think I'm hearing posture check for somebody, like fix your, no, like not a call out, swear. I know y'all saw me fix my posture too. Me and my significant other, we will often say posture check to each other to like fix our posture and everything. It just reminds us, like lift your shoulders straight, be proud, show yourself. And also it's just overall better for like digestion, it's better for back pain, it's better for shoulder and back strength overall. So I'm hearing for some of you, like you might have been having a lot of back pain these days, or you might be experiencing like shoulder tension. I'm hearing specifically shoulder tension in the right arm. Some of you may be wanting a haircut. Some of you may be wanting to grow your hair out. The reason I'm specifically hearing the two opposites is because I find myself waning and wavering between the two all the time. Like, I want to grow my hair longer, but then I'm like, but I just want to do it a big chop. And then I'm like, no, but I like my long hair. Anyway, you might find yourself going back and forth these days, but it's all going to be okay. And I'm glad you're here. So we're going to figure this out together. Or maybe we're just going to let it sit and not really figure it out, because that's not our job, is it? We're just here to feel it out. Feel it out. Okay, we're going to start with something in me says we're starting with the Spirit Animal Tarot or Oracle deck, not tarot. Okay. Oh, just the other day, I had seen for the first time in my life ever, like for real, an owl, like in front of me. Like it was like, I've never seen an owl in person before. Like I've seen them in books, I've seen them in pictures, I've read about them, I've watched videos of them online, you know what I mean? But I've never actually seen an owl like in my face in real life, you know what I mean? So it was just crazy. So I'm hearing that some of you might be like, and it was so fucking close to me too. Like it was sitting on my back fence. Like I was like outside looking at the stars with my significant other, and literally on the fence, there goes a fucking owl. Bitch, please. Anyway, so for some of you, you might be seeing like an animal for the first time, or you may have just seen an animal for the first time, or maybe some of you even just got an animal of your own for the first time. Okay. This says mouse spirit, tend to these small things. I'm hearing the number 40, like, because not only does it say 40 on the card right here, 333 on my clock, not only does it say 40, but it's like, I'm also feeling like 40 might be significant for like people who are of 40 years of age, or maybe you are seeing the number 4040 a lot, or I'm even hearing 444, and I did say 333, so maybe that's a significant angel number for you as well. But what I'm hearing for 40 is, I feel like, I don't know if somebody knows anything about football, but I'm hearing something about the 40-yard lane. 40-yard lane. I'm hearing somebody also might have some kind of accent. Oh, like I'm hearing a broad range of accents, like from Australian. I'm hearing Irish. I'm hearing Scottish. I'm hearing British. I'm hearing several European accents, but as well as Australia. I don't know if that's a European country. I think it's, or a continent. Asia, Africa, North America. Okay, Australia is a, now I feel, Australia is a country, right? Anyway, whatever. I don't, moving along. It's not for us to figure it out. It's for us to feel it out. You know what I'm saying? And right now, it feels good for me to just leave that where it lies. So, I'm hearing that there's something about the 40-yard line in football for one of you. It's something about being like, okay, so for the 40-yard line, if I'm right, you know what I'm saying? If I'm correct, the 40-yard line's like in the middle of the field, right? So I'm hearing for one of you, you're in the middle, like you're in the half stretch, is what I'm hearing. So it's like you've only got 40 other yards to go, metaphorically speaking. Like you're halfway there, is what I'm hearing for some of you. Like you're halfway there on something, or no, you feel like you're halfway there, is what I'm hearing. But I'm hearing that you're actually closer than you think. Interesting. Hawk Spirit, let spirit be your guide, is what this card says, right? So it's interesting, by the way, that we've got a predator and a prey card coming out here. So this is the predator, like this is the prey card, this is the predator card. And that has nothing to do with this tarot, but I mean, it's oracle, but I am into like, I'm really into like biology and everything like that. And like currently I am learning a lot about astrology. I'm not astrology, bitch. Ugh, astronomy. Astrology was last year. There's still much to be learned. Anyway, we're always learning. So anyway, this predator and this prey card, this says, let spirit be your guide. I'm hearing that right now you are in a vulnerable space and source is essentially watching over you, but not in like a predatory way. Like essentially source is protecting you from the things that want to get in your way or potentially veer you off course. I'm hearing you're in the home stretch. You are literally halfway there. Like, or you are, I don't know, some of you might literally be halfway to something. Like you might literally have like 50% on something, or like you're literally halfway to something. But for a majority of you, you see yourself as halfway there, but you're closer than you think. Or even for some of you, I'm hearing you're 40%, 50% of the way there on something. But in reality, I feel like either it's going to be completely done for you, or it's going to be early. Something's going to be early. I'm hearing that some of you are celebrating your birthday early as well. Because I know that there are some people who are literally born on Christmas or Christmas Eve, so they celebrate their birthday early because it's like, it's kind of hard to make yourself feel special on a day that's so many other people are celebrating something else. It's kind of hard to, yeah, Anyway, dear touch, dear spirit, bring a gentle touch, period. And why am I throwing shit? Oh my gosh. Bring a gentle touch. And then I threw it out of my hand and I was like, why am I throwing shit? So I feel like right now, this is something I've been struggling with too. Maybe an overwhelm of anger or an overwhelm of stress or feeling kind of discombobulated, like all over the place, like frazzled, whatever you want to call it. You're feeling kind of out of the usual is what I want to say. So for a lot of you, I feel like some of you might have said like, I'm losing my head, or I'm out of my head, or I'm losing my marbles is what I'm hearing. Like Source is saying, can you be more gentle with yourself? Can you understand that you don't have all the answers, and you don't think you'll ever have them all, right? Like, because you won't, So Source just wants you to know, like, you're always learning. And it's always important to be kind to yourself, to be gentle with yourself, to be nice to yourself as you are learning to move forward. Because as you're moving forward, you're learning to love the self that you're becoming with every step. So you have to learn to be gentle on that person you're becoming, because you don't know them yet. So you don't want to judge them too harshly. And you also don't want to hold judgment on them for the things they've done in the past. Because if you're trying to become somebody new, you can't keep pretending to be that old person anymore, because you're not them. You desire to be something else, and what you desire to be, you already are. It's just about becoming that thing, knowing that you already are that person. So become them as you are. You know what I mean? That might sound kind of crazy, but it's like, imagine there's a pair of shoes sitting in front of you, and you think, I want to be in those shoes. Oh, I want to be in their shoes. That's kind of funny. Oh, I want to be in their shoes. And like, there's a pair of shoes sitting in front of you, and all you have to do is step into the shoes. That's it. All you got to do is step into those shoes. That's it. You don't have to do anything else. Literally, you don't even think, I want to be in those shoes. You don't have to think about how to get in those shoes. You don't have to think about, what happens if I step in these shoes? You don't have to think about any of that. You just have to step into the shoes. Step in them and find out is what I'm hearing. Like, become you, become them, become who you want to be and find out, you know? You don't have to have all the answers before you have the experience. Butterfly spirit. I'm hearing 1111 could be a significant number for somebody, or I'm even hearing 111 or 11, like 1 or okay, I already said 1111. I'm realizing that. Okay, so 1111 or 111, and I'm also hearing 116 for somebody. So maybe your birthday is January 16th, or it's like October 16th. I don't know. Butterfly spirit. Transformation is beautiful. So I'm hearing that some of you, oh, did I mention earlier, whenever I said to bring a gentle touch, some of you, I find you can be kind of aggressive when you're angry. So you might like push things around, or you might slam things, or you might, source is saying, bring it down a notch. Not because that's embarrassing or anything, but like, because you could hurt yourself or you could hurt somebody else. So it's like, bring a gentle touch when you're angry. I know you're angry. I know you want to get that shit out. Don't do it physically. Don't be aggressive or anything, because I'm hearing like, because of the way that the planets are in the sky, Mars is hidden right now especially. You just want to be careful about that kind of stuff, because anything could happen when you do that kind of thing. Anything could happen. It's anger is a very explosive feeling, right? So it's like, I get it. You want to just like, you want to get it out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it. It moves and bounces around that way. It's a very, very hot kind of feeling, rather than one of those slower moving cold feelings. But it is it's quick. Source is saying, try to, and I know this may sound silly, but try to breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth when you're angry, especially if it means like going, like, do it, because you need to get that oxygen back to your brain and flowing through your body again, and let your body know you're not in fight or flight mode. Like, you're not about to die, nothing like that. You're allowed to relax. You're allowed to calm down. Whatever's getting you so hot and bothered doesn't have to physically or like drive you that way. Like, it doesn't have to physically take you over. Like, it's not like that. Like, you can just be safe. You can be gentle with yourself. You can let your body know, even if that really angered me, I'm going to stand here and I'm going to feel that anger without letting anything else feel that anger, right? Like, you must understand that anger can sometimes be a hazard to you or other people. And this might be a hard pill to swallow, because I don't mean it in the way that it's like, you need to stop being violent when you're angry, but I mean it in the way that you need to stop being violent when you're angry. And this is something I need to listen to as well. I am somebody who, if I get angry, I like shake things, like not real people or anything like that. Or I try not to be like, I get it, guys. Like, aggression when I'm angry. Ooh, but it's very important that you take that moment to just and just relax, because it is not that deep. And that may sound mean, but it's like, your feelings are real and they're valid, but it is not so deep that you must, like, for lack of better words, cause a ruckus. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is important that you keep yourself and others safe when you're angry, right? And I know some of us did grow up with anger issues. I know I did. You know, I still suffer from a little bit of anger issues. You know what I'm saying? I say a little bit, but it's like, it's, especially these days, I've been a little bit more stressed out. You know, the moon cycle, mother trucker, dude. Look what's on the bottom of this. Sorry, look what's on the bottom of this freaking. Okay, so what? Okay, pause, because I'll get back to what I was just saying. But this, I feel like, is important that I tap onto it while I'm speaking about what I just was talking about. Owl spirit, you see clearly now, bitch. Okay, period, pause, because wait. So why was I talking about how I recognize my anger and my aggression when I'm angry? And it's like, you see clearly now. I'm hearing sirens out there. Archangel Michael, for some of you, is what I'm hearing. Source is saying you're starting to see yourself in a real way. Like, you're not sugarcoating the situation anymore. You're looking at things about yourself that you want to change, and you're changing them. And it's not like you're like, oh, I'm bad, I'm nasty, I'm a monster, blah, blah, blah. No, it's, okay, that is something I know that the highest version of me wouldn't do. Like, for example, me. The highest version of me wouldn't get angry and crash out. the highest version of me gets angry and understands that they're having a big emotion and they need just a moment to feel it out. They need to calm down, find my peace, but I don't have to find the solution. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have to find my peace, and that's it. Because the most important way to live is putting yourself first and putting your feelings first, right? Because when you feel good, there's a person I watch on YouTube, their name is Energy, and they say when you feel good, you feel God. And you know, you don't have to believe in like the God of Christianity, Catholicism, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to believe in like the God, that guy, right? But with all due respect, of course, that guy, you know what I mean? That guy, but the G is capitalized. Sorry if that felt like it was mocking too. It's not, I swear. I'm meaning this with the utmost respect. Love for all of you. Anyway, I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find it. And I'm not going to cut this out because it's low-key funny to me. It's really funny. Anyway, so, to feel good is to feel God. It's basically to feel like your highest self. Your highest self. The one who is amongst the gods. You know, the one who is back within the center of it all. Where we all come from. We are back in the one. The highest self. Our God. My God, your God, our God, right? To feel good is to feel God. Now, Energy, they don't explain it all like that. They don't get into all of that, you know what I mean? But that's my best way of explaining what they might mean when they say that. So I'm seeing a lot of crown imagery, by the way, and I literally saw a girl at the fucking store today, by the way, mind you. Literally saw a girl walking through the store with a crown on her fucking head, like an actual crown, and I thought to myself, must be her fucking birthday, period. I didn't ask her. I was in a different brain at that time. I was really focused on my work that I was doing, but she had her fucking crown on, and I'm like, bitch, because look, this owl is wearing a crown, and it says, you see clearly now the crown, right? This little butterfly has a crown. Now, this is not called a crown, but it is around their crown chakra, and I would like to say this is a headpiece of some kind, a headdress maybe, but I don't know if that's the proper name for it, so I won't say that it is. Anyway, so I'm feeling like there's a lot of crown chakra activation, and I was circling my third eye for some reason, so third eye and crown chakra activation for a lot of you. Wow, we've gotten so many messages, and this is just one deck. Oh, by the way, what I was saying about the anger, I basically see my inability to feel my smaller emotions without turning them into a bigger emotion like anger. So like if I'm having some kind of emotion that I'm uncomfortable with, it turns into anger. So I am working on that because I used to be good about it, and now I'm in one of those periods where I'm not again, and so I'm just trying to find my emotional balance, my emotional homeostasis, if you will. So Source is just encouraging you all to do the same. You know, remember that you're just a human learning and growing just as everybody else is. You know, you are not expected to have all the answers, and nor will you ever have them all, so don't have that expectation of yourself either. Spoiler alert, you never know everything. You always learn in something. Your future looks bright though. Let's see, what other deck am I being called to use? Let's see. I hear Cthulhu for some of you. Don't know why. Love that though. I'm hearing Arkham, like Batman Arkham Asylum. Sorry, I'm only moving my camera because the deck I'm being told to use is literally like right fucking behind it. So this is the Alice in Wonderland deck. By the way, for those of you who want to know what Oracle deck I was using, it is Colette Baron Reed's The Spirit Animal Oracle. I got my version at Barnes & Noble. And then this Alice in Wonderland deck as well. And it's by, I'm sure the author's name is probably inside, I'll find out. But it was also from Barnes & Noble. Anyway, I've been obsessed with Alice in Wonderland recently. Like, obsessed. Like, I've seen the animated movie of it, like, twice in the span of a month. And I also have a shirt of it now, a graphic t-shirt of Alice in Wonderland. And I've had this tarot deck, but I love it. And I want to get the book, like the printed book of Alice in Wonderland and everything. I don't know why. I literally am obsessed with it. I literally just love it so much. It's like, oh my gosh, it's like the mystery just keeps unfolding. Every time I watch it or rethink about a scene or imagine a scene or see a scene of it again on my YouTube, I'm like, oh my God. And I find myself all the time at work just trying, like, just piecing it around in my brain, just trying to think of, like, what this movie could mean. Because it's like, firstly, I have a lot of ideas and answers to what it could mean. And there's obviously, like, a lot of psychological theory around it. And, like, there's obviously been deep dives into what it could mean and everything. But to me, I want to know what the movie means to me, what meaning I find in it now. And as I unravel more meanings, do I find myself changing my ideas from previous? You know what I mean? Like, so basically becoming and unbecoming and becoming and unbecoming. I love it. Anyway, Alice in Wonderland is a consistent mind boggler. It's a little mind boggler. Okay. But let's see what we got here. Select. Okay, so we've got the Knight of Spears. I don't know why I did that. Yikes. We've got the 4, 5, 6. 6 of Pentacles. I love that. Right after the Knight of Spears is good news. The 7 of Swords. And then we've got the 6 of Wands. So, peep this. 6, 7. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm sorry. I don't even know what that meme is. Like, I was at work the other day and a little kid was in the basket of their parents' buggy and they were pushing it, and the kid goes 6, 7, and he's pointing at one of the price tags in one of the bunkers, and the dad and I make eye contact and the dad's like, and I literally laughed so hard because it looks like he'd probably heard that for like the millionth time. And then, tell me, why did the little boy go, wait, but did it really say 6, 7? I'm like, wait, can he read? Like, can he fucking read? Not in a mean way, but like, is he like, did he not know if it said 6, 7 and he's been just saying that throughout the store? Like, that's just so funny. Anyway, so I'm hearing that some of you, I don't know, I think kids are so fucking funny, bro. Like, I just think kids are so funny. Some of you might work at like a daycare or may work with kids, and you might share that sentiment. You just think kids are like just fucking hilarious. But I feel like some of you have been at a workplace for about 6 or 7 months, and I feel like right now you're either in one of two boats. You're either considering moving up or you're considering moving out. So I'm hearing from the majority of you, it's moving out. Like, some of you are realizing you're not exactly like, it's not that, maybe some of you, it's not that you're not happy. And you're like, you might even be like fine and content with the job you have, but it's like, you just kind of want more, like, in whatever sense you could mean that in. Like, you want more pay, you want more like time, like you want, as in like, either you want more hours there or you want more hours to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm hearing you're reconfiguring the way you see work and stuff. And this doesn't have to be like you're just leaving the place. Like, this is just changing actually your entire view around how you view work, right? So I'm hearing like you're starting to change the way you speak about the place that you work at, or you're changing the way you speak about the work that you do, because you're becoming that person before you're them, essentially. Like, the 3D is the last thing to catch up. It moves the slowest. It's the densest of like all of the dimensions. You know what I'm saying? It's the densest. So it's like, we are currently in the 3D physical. That's where every energy moves the slowest, right? But in the 5th dimension, where we like are in here, a spiritual creative part of us is in the 5th dimension. And so that is changing first, and that's like our speech, how we view ourselves, how we perceive everything, because what we say creates our reality, right? So, and I know a lot of you might be like, I mean, I figure majority of the people that are going to be watching this are going to understand, like, your perception is your reality, like your words, your mind create your reality. But some people do be like, what does that mean? And it's like, well, have you ever heard the saying, you are what you eat? And if you don't know what that means, basically, it means whatever you consume consumes you. You become that. You are that you are. You know what I mean? Like, basically, if you're in a room full of 5 turds, you'll be the 6th. That's what I'll say. So it's like you're kind of fixing your attitude is what I'm hearing. Like, you're reshaping your attitude about certain things. Like, you are deciding to change the way you speak and the way you think so that you can form fit your life around that rather than trying to form fit that around your life. You know what I mean? So it's like you're finding the silver lining is what I'm hearing. The other day, like, I think it was literally yesterday. Tell me why. I get up and I get ready and I go to work. I have one specific type of charger. It's like, okay, I have one charger for my phone and I have one charger for everything else because for some reason everything in the world uses a USB-C charger now. And so I plug in my work phone, which uses that kind of charger, and I plug in my actual phone to my real charger. I go to bed. I wake up in the morning. I unplug my work phone and I plug in my AirPods because my AirPods use the same kind of charging place or like piece that my work phone uses. So I plug them into my AirPod case. I'm getting ready for the day. I have my headphone in and I'm listening to affirmations. I'm listening to, like, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I have my headphones in. I get in the car. Oh, wait. No, I was on the phone with my partner, I think, at this point. I was on the, oh, yeah, because I listened to the girl. Anyway, so I end up having to listen to meditation because of shit. Anyway, so I'm on the phone with my partner and I'm talking to them. Yep, blah, blah, blah. I get in the car and I get in my car. Tell me why my car doesn't turn on. My car doesn't start, baddie. My car doesn't start. And so I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? Like, that really, really sucks. And I was really bummed out by that. Like, I mean, I wasn't mad or anything. I wasn't like, oh, you know what I'm saying? But I was like, dang, like, this sucks, bro. I call my mom and I let her know, hey, mom, my car's not working. You know, can you drive me to work? And she's like, yeah, I can drive you to work. So she comes over, she gets me, she drives me to work. And I think to myself, hell yeah, at least I still had a ride. You know what I mean? Silver lining. And then as I'm sitting in the car, I realize I left my fucking AirPods at the house. And the reason I left them at the house was because I left them on the charger and I had my one AirPod in while I was on the phone. And I, like, got super annoyed at that point because my job, I prefer to have my headphone in when I'm doing my job. It just, like, I listen to astronomy videos all day long, so it just kind of, it makes me feel happy while I work. Like I'm doing work that I don't particularly love. So while I'm doing the work that I don't particularly love, I listen to the things I absolutely adore. And it just keeps me in a good vibration. You know what I mean? And it's not that I'm like dependent on the audio. I could be without it and I'd be fine. But it's like, I just prefer it. And that's okay to have preferences. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, mind you, I leave my AirPods at the house. I'm crying, not literally crying, but like I'm crying. And I'm like, no, I left my AirPods at the house. And my mom's like, well, we can't go back for them. And I'm like, I know, it's okay. Like, I'll just grab them on my lunch. You know what I'm saying? Because I go home for lunch. So I was like, I'll just get them on my lunch. And the reason I go home for lunch is because my sister also works there. We go to lunch together. So before any of you are like, how are you going to go home on your lunch? You forgot your car is dead. You know, I'm like, yeah, I know. So, let me stop you there. No, I'm just kidding. But, so we get to the workplace and I think to myself, that fucking sucks. And I text my boyfriend and I'm like, bro, I was like, I left my AirPod case at the house. I'm so freaking irritated. And then I texted him, at least I still have one AirPod. And he had also sent back to me, at least you still have one AirPod. And I was like, slay, you know what I'm saying? Because I only use one AirPod anyway at work. But it was still a bummer to me that I wouldn't be able to put it back in the case. Bonk, you know what I'm saying? Or I was afraid, I don't know. I knew that the battery would even last until however long, till like my lunch, but I was still just like, bummer, you know what I mean? Like, ah, but anyway, silver lining was I at least had one. So I get to my locker, I put me a little bag on a spot I never put it, and I literally thought to myself, that's gonna fall. And I was putting my stuff in my locker, what does it do? It falls. Anyway, so it hits the ground and I think, bitch, you know what I'm saying? And at this point I was listening to my meditations because I was literally like, I need to come back to center, you know what I mean? And I literally look at the ground and I think, at least nothing fell out. Silver lining. I pick up the purse, I sit it back down, but inside the locker this time. And what do I see? My fucking AirPod case in my purse. I know what you're thinking. But didn't you leave that at home? I did leave that at home. Tell me, how did she end up in my purse? So what's weird about this is I genuinely, like, guys, I cannot stress this enough. I did not put it in my purse. I literally didn't. It was on the fucking charger when I left the house. And now you're thinking, oh, you probably just forgot you put it in there. I can swear to you, I did not. Like, I did not. I did not. Because when I unplug my charger from my AirPods, I plug it back into my Nintendo Switch. I don't remember doing that. And I would remember doing that, guys. Trust me. I wish you knew me like I know me. I would remember that. So anyway, weird things. Source is saying, focus on the silver linings because little gifts will find you. The way that my AirPod case found me. Anyway, that like brightened my entire day. It just felt like it saved my mood. I was like, yes. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck yes. Guys, shit's not all that bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit's not all that bad. I feel like that's what Source is having me like listen to a lot in my head these days. Like the mantra that plays the most in my head is shit's not all that bad, you know? Like I just find myself being more grateful for the little things that I kind of find myself taking more advantage of, I guess, in my life. Like having hot running water. And I know that a lot of y'all are probably like, none of y'all, I know that none of y'all are finna be like, I'd be like, I know a lot of y'all, as if I'm talking to like a live audience and it's like a bunch of random like people, like a bunch of random people. Like I'm talking to the whole earth in my mind when I'm having these conversations, mind you. Some of you may be thinking, who cares? It's hot water. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, no, I care. Because there are a lot of people in the world who don't have hot water. And I'm not even talking about like in the world like as a whole. I'm talking about like people in my city, like people in my boyfriend's city. Like the amount of homeless people I see that I'm thinking they don't have access to hot water. They don't have access to a bed. They don't have access to air conditioning. They don't have access to heaters. Like they don't have access to fucking food most of the time. Like, fuck, dude. Like, at least I have access to these things. Like, I'm focusing on being more grateful and cherishing the things that I do have rather than whining and moping about the things that I don't have. And that may sound harsh, and I'm trying to be sweet to myself, right? And when I say moping and whining, I mean, like, you know what? Clean it up. Boop, boop, boop. I don't find myself dreading so much the things that I don't have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm human. I'll still be like, damn, I wish I had that. Or fuck, you know, I want this. Or like, why can't I have this? Or whatever. But it's like, really, it's like, man, good damn thing I got this. Oh, good damn thing I had that. Ooh, awesome that I got this. You know what I'm saying? So right now we have the world and the hanged man. This says suspension, but it is the hanged man. I'm hearing dogs barking at this time. So, I'm hearing that, like, you're being protected actively at this time. Maybe that's why I low-key tripped over my words a little bit like that. Low-key did. I'm hearing some of you are having a throat chakra activation, and also you're being told to be mindful of who you're sharing your dreams with. That could mean your, like, aspirations or your literal dreams, like when you're sleeping at night. It's a song. When you go to sleep at night, when you wake up in the morning, when you walk the halls, I know you want to flaunt it. Anyway, I don't know if y'all know that. That's something by Jacob Sartorius. I don't remember what the song is called, but oh, I'm hearing some of y'all are Sagittarius. But yeah, I don't know why I was singing that, but maybe some of y'all, maybe that was from some of y'all's childhood or something like that, or y'all remember that. That was for you, Chief. That was specifically you, if you know what it is. The world and the suspension card. So the world card, she's got a little cat sitting in her lap. I'm trying to remember this cat's name. I'd be like, I'm obsessed with this book. Fake fan, you don't know the name of the cat. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. But like, I actually don't remember the name of the cat. I think it's like Lucy or something, or I don't remember. So, anyway, she's got this cat sitting in her lap, and the world, this view is basically like coming full circle at the very end of the movie. Spoiler, guys, spoiler for Alice in Wonderland, even though this movie is like fucking years and years and years, and I do mean fucking years old. Spoiler alert. She sees herself taking a nap under a tree. Like her entire, like this entire experience has literally just been a dream. It's been essentially an illusion. You know what I mean? So everything that was going wrong and bad happening to her was literally just her dreaming, and like she just needed to wake up. And so Source is basically saying you're currently waking up to the power of your mind, essentially. You're waking up to, that's not that crown chakra awakening, I mean baddie. Almost said bitch. Anyway, sorry guys, y'all are my besties, I love you. But the crown chakra awakening is recognizing the power that your mind actually has. Like there's a line from an NF song. Hold on, I'm trying to remember it now. All that's playing now is the words after. He's like, the mind is a powerful place, and what you feed it can affect you in powerful ways. It's pretty cool, right? Yeah, but it's not always safe. Just think about it for a second. It'll only take a moment, okay? When you wake up in the morning... Wait, what does he say? Tell yourself you'll never be great. You'll never be great. Not because you're not, but the hate will always cut you up and find a way to murder your faith. Yeah. Urban development, take a look at the benefits. Anyway, so he basically is saying, like, if you wake up in the morning and tell yourself you'll never be great, you will never be great. But not because you're not, but because you're hating so much on yourself that you'll never find that faith in yourself to believe that you can actually do something for yourself or even monumentally. You know what I'm saying? Like, firstly, you should always be kind to yourself. Change the way you speak to yourself first and foremost. Like if you find yourself being like, oh, I'm so stupid. No, you're not. No, you're not. You're so smart, baddie. You are so fucking inteligente. You don't even know. You don't even know, baddie. You don't even know. But with the Hangman card, I feel like all of it's kind of in limbo right now for you. Like, I feel like your whole world is kind of flipped on its head. Or rather, your view is flipping completely on its head. You're starting to... Everything would be what it is, and nothing would be what it isn't. Oh, wait. And everything would be what it isn't. Because what it would be, it wouldn't be. Do you understand? Exactly. So that's something like... It's something along what Alice says, probably mumbo jumbo. But she basically is saying, like, everything is what it isn't, and everything is not what it is. You know? So... basically, you're just seeing everything backwards. And you're allowing yourself to view things in a different way. Like, you're not basically being so hard on yourself. You're taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying? Because when you stand so close, your shadow can kind of blur out the light and blur out the lines there. And so when you back up and you let the light back in. Perfect. Perfect. You got this. You're doing great. Source says you're beautiful and you should love yourself. And I think I'm going to pull one more card and I'm going to find out from what deck. True Love Oracle. True Love Oracle. Oh shit. And I guess the card jumped right out at us. Let's see. Soulmates. Let's find out what the fuck that's about because and it's 33 up here, mind you. 3-3. Let me find out why the hell is suddenly talking about soulmates at the very end of this reading. Being wholly and fully yourself is the only way to attract a true soulmate relationship. Oh, so perchance, because you're finding yourself and you're becoming your wholest self, most complete self, you're attracting a divine lover. And I know some of you might be like, no, I don't want that. And some of you might be like, bring her in, but, or him, or they, or, you know, or they, or them. My pronouns are literally they, them, and I just hit myself with one of those stings where they'd be like, oh, look at her, him, they, like, it's okay. I love you all. I know you're trying. And same to myself. So anyway, a soulmate relationship will contain everything you want and everything you need. You will experience a beautiful sense of connectedness and mutuality with this person and may even feel like you have known them before. Sounds wonderful, doesn't it? So how do you attract this kind of relationship, or how can you be sure that your current partner is your soulmate? The most direct and effective way to attract your soulmate is to just be yourself. Yes, really. When you let go of any pretenses, behaviors, and attitudes that aren't your truth, your personal vibration automatically shifts and you become a beacon to the kind of mate you long to spend your life with. The same is true of an existing relationship. If you're harboring doubts about the relationship and aren't sure if your partner is your soulmate, then just be yourself. Start by considering where you have not been fully authentic up until now and make some gentle, gradual adjustments and improvements. Communicate your realizations as best as you can and give your partner credit for trying to understand. Make your changes at a pace that allows you both a reasonable amount of time to embrace your new way of being. Over time, you will discover whether you are right for each other or not. The suggested approach to just be yourself can sound too simple to the ego or monkey mind, so beware of its tendency to complicate your thinking. But being wholly, fully, and unashamedly yourself is the only way to attract and maintain a true soulmate relationship. If it takes a little longer to attract your true soulmate, then rest assured this time is well spent. And if your current relationship ends as a result of your truth, then you have created an opportunity in your life for the relationship you have always desired. Both situations require commitment, courage, and a willingness to be yourself and to be honest with yourself. Slay. What a cute little message to end on. It is all about time to be yourself. It is about damn time to step into those shoes. It about time. You are your own Christmas gift. What? Knock, knock, knock. Who's there? It's Santa Claus. What did he bring? A gift. And what is it? You. Because you're a gift to this fucking world, period. Don't know what you've been told, but you are that bitch. Per the Recording Academy. So, I just want y'all to know I love you. And I'm fucking rooting for you guys all the time, always. And if you think that this is just me saying that because I want you to like and subscribe, you're right. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm totally lying. But I actually do love you guys. I love each and every person on this fucking planet. And I give them all a big light and love and a heal. Hurrah. Heal. Hoorah. But I hope everyone on this planet finds peace and finds himself and also finds a fucking meal on their plate tonight, because that is the best shit, is having something to eat. I know I said at the beginning we were going to eat as we go, and that's so funny that I still am talking about eating at the end of this. Can y'all tell that I love food? And at the beginning it was a little like metaphorical eat, like I'm gonna eat that up, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, I know y'all knew that. I know y'all knew that. But someone nervously typing in the chat. Oh yeah, we all knew that, right guys? You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I love you guys. I know that this video is pretty long. I hope that you had a great time, and if you put this in 2x speed, I love you. And for everyone who had that in regular speed, I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. Anyway, I didn't know if I was going to upload this video, but I think I'm going to. And I hope you all have a beautiful and wonderful and amazing fucking week ahead. What's today? Saturday. Finish off your weekend first, and then have a beautiful weekend ahead. Weekend ahead. I can't talk. It's okay. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye.